Hey everybody, it's Dr. Wellwood here again, Natural Health Center. Today is another day on Vlog Every Day in August. I don't know who made that up, but whatever. I actually almost forgot about it. I've been extremely busy the entire day today. I dropped my girls off around 6:40 this morning at daycare, and it is 5:30 now. Literally have been going non-stop all day. So even though my doctor said to calm down, that didn't happen very well. Hopefully you guys are doing really well. The smoke is just being heinous this week, especially in Medical Lake with the fires coming off of in Canada. On that note, one of the things that I make sure that I do when these things actually come around, like fires, poor pollution issues like that, is making sure that my immune system is completely tip-top shape. And you do that by, one, making sure that your labs look okay. I had my labs taken this week just to make sure everything was okay, and it showed that I had a vitamin D level of 20. Now, what that means is that your body literally wants you to have a 65 to 85 level of vitamin D. So I'm extremely low. So what I get to do, because I have the opportunity to do this, is I get to have my lovely wife, Candy, who is a nurse, give me a vitamin D injection. So it's a rather large injection, and if you guys all know me, that you know I hate needles, as far as being poked with needles. But she's going to give me a 150 unit or 150,000 unit vitamin D injection. It's going to be an intramuscular injection, and that will pretty much boost me up quite a significant amount, between 20 to 25 points within the next few weeks. That's a significant improvement within my immune system. The closer you get to 65 and 85, the more your system uses the vitamin D as an antioxidant. Another thing that you need to make sure is that your adrenals are really well and doing very good. I know mine are off a little bit. They're always off a little bit because I am an insomniac. So I never quite get to 6.5 to 7 hours of sleep. But I can tell you one thing. I have a disorder called a nighttime eating disorder. So it's basically I eat 99% of my calories after 8 p.m. So I fast the entire day, and then I eat a whole bunch of stuff, basically binging after 9 or 10 o'clock at night when everybody's gone to sleep. And so it's really tough for me to actually not do that. So the point of that is that it does two things. One, it increases glucose and insulin at the evening time, which is the worst time for you to actually have an insulin spike. That causes inflammation. That causes chronic adrenal insufficiency. And then it also prohibits me from sleeping deeply. So when I do sleep, I only get about 3.5 to 4.5 hours of sleep, and I don't have the ability to actually produce enough cortisol, which is required after about, your body starts really kicking it in about 6.5 hours after you sleep. So if you're having issues with immune system dysfunction, insomnia, adrenal insufficiency, and stuff like that, I would suggest that you start to move your food systems down hours, in a couple of hours at a time. I'm going to be starting doing that again myself. If you guys, those of you who knew me this last year, you know I've lost about 65 pounds in the last year just by doing this alone. So I've moved my times of eating down. So where I used to eat between 11 and 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'd be up till 3 or 4 and eat a couple hours of sleep and go right back to the office. Now I'm eating, 9 or 10. It's still not the best, but it gets it there, and I'm going to be moving it down and down and down. So sorry for a little bit of the rant, but moral of the story is, make sure your blood levels are looking good. Make sure your antioxidant levels are working. If you need help with that, let me know, and we'll get you vitamin D injections, and we'll get you some lab tests that go to check those out. And stay safe, guys. Have a great weekend. I'm not sure if it's going to be a lake weekend or not, but it's looking kind of hairy out there today. Talk to you soon, and be back in the office Monday.